Am I live? Says I'm live. What is going on, YouTube world? My name's Andrew Cobb, and if you're new to the channel, be prepared to go on some type of adventure. Uh, my whole idea of what I'm about to do, and starting with tonight, maybe a little short stream, what I want to do is go through my late father's comic book collection that I inherited. These comic books he started collecting or buying when he was a young teenager, and he didn't collect them into, what am I trying to say? He did not collect them to try to make profit later on. These were comics that he bought, read, and kept. And for the most part, he kept in pretty good condition from my understanding. Me as a child growing up, I knew about these comic books, but I showed very little interest in a select few from Marvel, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Uh, I know there's some DCs. I know there's Marvel. The first comic that we're going to be reviewing is a Richie Rich comic book. I didn't even know Richie Rich had his own comic, but yeah, we're going to do that. And I got a ton of comics to do this with. So if you like this content, stay tuned. I'm trying to work out everything with OBS and YouTube. So I don't have a chat right now. 1 second. Sorry about that. I don't have the chat figured out right now with OBS and YouTube. So just bear with me on that. We're going to get into it. It's just like when people get the Pokemon cards, when they get Pokemon cards and they unbox them and show them off, it's going to be kind of like the same thing, but with comic books. I have boxes. I'm going to be pulling these comic books out. Look at the front, look at the back, maybe look at the first couple pages, maybe in the middle, and just go with that. Now, just a disclaimer, I don't know what comic books my dad had, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that I don't have any like treasure type of fucking comic book, if you know what I mean. I don't have a 1939 action Superman's very first appearance in a comic book. I don't have that, you know. And if I do, hopefully it's a grade 9 or something and I can get it graded. If you're familiar with comic books, any help would be appreciated. Throw it down in the comments on what I can do to grade these, what I can buy to preserve them. I know that they have comic book cases and boxes, so you can get sleeves and stuff and put these books in, and then put them in a nice durable case. And I plan on doing that eventually. I don't have one right now, but right now we're just going to review these, and we're gonna jump right into it. And like I said, this first one that we're gonna start off with is a Richie Rich. So let me just move this here so I have a place to put these. So let's go ahead and change our camera angle. Cool. So my camera looks real good right now with the setup. I'm gonna get better in time with doing this. This is my first style of doing this type of video. And I'm gonna check my phone real quick just so I can see if I'm actually live on YouTube or not. Cool, it does say I'm live, so that's awesome. I might wanna, I don't know why my chat is disabled for this, but I'll bring this up on my phone. Yeah, see, it doesn't have live chat. Oh, That's a bummer. I see exactly what happened. So this first video, it's gonna have no comments, no live chat, which is kind of good. It kind of gives me a chance to just do what I can do. The reason why is because um it asked if this was suitable for kids and stuff, and I guess if you select yeah, then um if you select yeah, then it disables live chat. That's kind of dumb. Without further ado, let's get into it. I want to try to keep these as short as not as possible, but I'm thinking like a 15 to 20, 30-minute max because I have a ton of comic books and this is a good way to create content for my channel. So I think that's what I want to do. Let me jump into my live stream. Sorry, I gotta work out the kinks right now with everything. And I just want to sit here and make sure that my live stream and stuff is looking good. It looks like my picture could be a lot bigger just on my phone, but you get the picture. Everything looks good and clear. So let's get into it. This first stream is going to be a little bit of a to work the kinks out. So it might be a little bit longer stream tonight. Let's get into the first comic book, shall we? So this is a Richie Rich, the poor little rich boy. This is a Richie Rich Gems, and this is number 25 right here, released in January. I wish it had a date, but it came out and it was 35 cents for this book. January. It has a little bit of a crease here, and some of them probably will. That's what I like about these old comic books here. Let me get it centered best I can. It has this is a Twinkie advertisement in comic form in the comic book. And this says 1978. I don't know if that is the date that this was released. This is also an advertisement for uh, Blammo. Blammo soft and sugar free bubblegum. Pretty crazy, dude. Okay, so another one right here has comic books and everything else. Another advertisement page, and then it jumps into the actual comic book here. And on camera, it doesn't look super bad, the picture and stuff, but you could tell that this was, legit how comic books were made. This one, Richie Rich Gems, January 1979, number 25. Boom. I don't know what this is all about. Some of the words look a little faded and uh, blended in, but I think that's expected, especially with the fact that my dad kept his collection in an old dresser, just in the drawers. Every single drawer was full, and that's how he kept it. This looks like an advertisement right in the middle of the comic, which is kind of cool. And then it goes on another advertisement. And I know in the back of these books, look, this is an advertisement. This is actually pretty cool right here. This is an advertisement for CBS Saturdays. This cartoons advertisement for cartoons. Tune in on CBS Saturday. Turn us on. We'll turn you on. Wow, that's kind of weird, dude. For kids, September 9th, I had Popeye, the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show, fuck, all this shit. Even down here, that's crazy, dude. Just the advertisement and marketing ploy that they had back in the day. Nowadays, you have social media and everything is blasted in Facebook advertisements and YouTube advertisements, and that's crazy. Marketing, man, marketing is always developing. This is a different. So maybe there's multiple comics in this one book because this is Little Loda and the Moon Maiden. Another advertisement. Let's go to the back. These backs are pretty cool. Boom. Sea monkeys. Only $1. This is a coupon and stuff. You could ship this in and get a coupon. So yeah, that's what this stream and a lot of the other streams are going to be of, are these unboxing, I guess you could say, and reviews of my dad's comic book collection. And of course, I know, because I've done research, I know which comic books are extremely valuable and stuff. And I'm thinking most of these will hold some type of value, but going through and Googling each and every single one of these books is just probably not going to cut it for me. So here's another Richie Rich Gems comic book. It was September, I'm guessing in the same year, 1979. It was number 27. That previous one was number 25. This one was bumped up uh, 8 months, and it bumped up 5 cents. Cool. Same little thing. Another Richie Rich. Let's look on the back here. Sell cards and gifts from free sample books. Olympic Sales Club. Pretty cool to look at this is way pre my time. I was born in 90, so seeing stuff from the 70s and 80s, my bad, it's just it's pretty crazy to sit there and think how things have changed. I really wish my chat was working, because if someone's in the chat, they could tell me if they can hear me or not. I'm pretty sure you can hear me, but anyways, let's move on to the next one. This is another Richie Rich. Here, let me get it. This one feels a little bit more worn. This is a different one. It's not a Richie Rich Gems. This is a Richie Rich Collector's Comics. So this was a collector's, went for 50 cents. Let's open it up in the front page here. This one is pretty trashed. October, what's this? I don't know what that is, but 77, number 12. Released in 77. These books have like a unique smell to them. It's pretty cool. Try and get this all in the pictures. Just bear with me. Check my phone. The chat is not working, unfortunately, because it asked, when I set up my broadcast, it asked if it was a kid friendly stream, and I guess since I selected yes, because it's comic books, there's nothing that's not kid friendly in here. I guess since I selected yes, it made it to where it turned live chat off. Just, I guess, in case kids tuned in, they could, you know, they didn't have to worry about people picking on them and shit. But we'll change that. I guess I should probably not cuss if I selected that it's kid friendly and stuff. This one was a little bit more worn out. The back book tore out of the staples there. But same thing, you know, the back of the book, the front, 1977 is when this one was released. Richie Rich Collector's Comic, number 12. On to the next. Dude, there's like, right there is 3 different subcategories for Richie Rich. So this one's Richie Rich Diamonds. June, number 18, 25 cents, a little on the low end. This one's also pretty tore up on the here. So if this was graded, it probably would miss a little bit of grading. Also, same thing happened with the cover. It came out of the staples. Just over time. Look at this. My dad used to get these. Oh, let me center this. These this advertisement here, fruit pies and stuff. My dad used to get these all the time. Um, for like his lunch snacks and stuff, and me and my brother would always sneak these and take them. That's funny. Usually, the first page of the comic books is, I'm guessing, has all the information down here. That's how I could see that it was Richie Rich Diamonds, June 1975, number 18. You know, published bi monthly by Harvey Hits Incorporation. These feel fragile too, like flipping the pages and stuff. You could tell that they have not been flipped in a long time. It just feels like weird. And I don't know what it's called, but this is like recycled paper and stuff. Like back in the old days, newspapers and stuff were made with like shreds of other paper that they combined, and that's the same thing that this stuff is. Like this wasn't produced out of a factory clean sheet of paper. This was recycled paper. I forget what it's called. I'm not very literate on that. Then you go to the back, make money, get prizes with fast selling American seeds. That's crazy, you know. You don't see advertisements like that nowadays. What they're saying here is uh I don't know what it's saying here. Take your choice of 100 wonderful prizes. You can earn as many as you want. Most prizes shown here, and many more I mean, more within our big prize book are given without cost for selling just one. Oh, okay. So basically, what they're doing is whoever these seeds are, you sell these seeds to people and whatever. Send no money, we trust you. Yeah, that's cool. Richie Rich Diamonds. On to the next. Here is another Richie Rich Diamonds. This one feels like it's in better shape. The colors to these books are just super crazy, dude. It's super cool. Uh, like I'm looking at this on my camera here on the preview. It's fucking cool looking, dude. Excuse my language for kids watching. Number 43, 50 cents. Richie Rich Diamonds. Boom. Sugar free. Blammo gum. Let's go to the front page here. This was released July 1979. Number 43. Richie Rich Diamonds. Some of the pictures, like the drawings and stuff, that's so crazy just to look at everything. So yeah, there's multiple in these Richie Rich books that I've noticed. There's multiple comics. So that first one was a Richie Rich one. This one is a Wendy. Or no, that's my bad. This is a comic, but an advertisement for Twinkies. Boom, Richie Rich, the relentless pursuers. Check a look at the back. Giant dollhouse advertisement. Fun Factory. Look at this. You know, 117 Union Street, Palisades Park, New Jersey. Look at this. Come on down to the Fun Factory. I wonder if that's still there. Probably not. Richie Rich Diamonds, number 43. On to the next. Now, this next block that I have here, these are way worn. I'm just going to pull this whole stack, the rest of this stack. They're all Richie Rich comics. Why isn't my camera focusing? Okay. Pretty weird. Autofocus. Come on. All right. So these were how I got them, and these are all tore up. So even if these were worth money at one point, they're probably not anymore just because they are just there's no covers, there's no information. Like I mean, obviously this one has Richie Rich and the Jackie Jokers, July 1974, number 5. But no collector would want to buy this, I'm telling you. This one's tore up. But I mean, someone that someone might pay a couple bucks so that they could have this and read the comics if they were a fan of these comics or nostalgic values. And this block, they're all like that. Archie and Me, I don't know what this is. Archie and Me, 1973, Donald Duck. We're just gonna flip through these real quick, kind of move on. Donald Duck comic books. These might be Walt Disney comics. Like, look at that. Volume 32, number 9. 19, when was this? It doesn't say when it was published. Walt Disney comic books. Richie Rich comic books. I want to. I'm looking over at the box that I have open, and some it's showing some of the comics that I read when I was 10 or 12 when I very first showed interest in my dad's collection. Look at this. This says Dale. I don't know who that could have been. The Witch Doctor's Magic Cloak. House of Secrets. Volume 16, number 112, October 1973. Look at this comic book. It's also, a lot. It's worn out for sure. The Witching Hour. This is a DC comic book right here. 100-page super spectacular Witching Hour. I don't know what the heck this is. I don't know if this was. Obviously, it was a comic book. It's tore up. It doesn't have a cover. The Witching Hour, Volume 6, number 38, January 1974. Oh man, look, someone drew in it. Someone drew a face on this bitch. Oh, pardon my language. On this girl. That's funny. I sit there and I think, well, maybe it was my dad. Because me and my brother, it's not that we were not allowed to go into his comic book collection and read these comics for ourselves. It's just that me and my brother really never showed no interest, and where my dad had them kept, they were out of sight, out of mind. So me and my brother really never, you know, paid attention to that until I turned like 10 or 12, like 2 decades ago. I'll set these right back here. And we're going to go back to some more Richie Rich with covers and stuff. This is Richie Rich Vaults of Mystery. This was released March. It was number 15 for 30 cents. Boom. Hostess Cupcakes was the advertisement. 1977, March. March 1977. Revolutionary War Soldiers. Yeah, I'm guessing these were like a set of toys that you could go and buy and play with for $2.25. If you, one, they probably wouldn't sell no Revolutionary War Soldiers um, in stores at all. But if they did, it would probably be like 22.50, if not more. But the way that the culture is today and stuff, you would not have Revolutionary War Soldiers and stuff. Boom. Richie Rich Vaults of Mystery. Number 15. Boom. Here's another Richie Rich Bolts of Mystery. Which was that? Number 15. This one is number 19. Don't really have very much to say other than, same thing. It was probably, 1979 as well when this one was published. Yep, 19. Did I say 79? This one says 77, number 19. Boom. Ultra Mystery. Harvey World. I don't know if that's like how you have Marvel Comics and DC Comics, if Harvey World is a comic producer. That's what I'm assuming, but I'm not sitting here telling you that's what it is. Up here, I just read this little stamp up here, and that stamp says approved by the Comics Court. Something, and I can't read that bottom word. Authority. These are legit comics, I guess, huh? Richie Rich, Vaults of Mystery, March number 21, 35 cents. The ends right here. I assume that quite a few of these comic books will probably have little defects like this, so little to wear and tear, just because of how they were kept. And like I said, my dad wasn't collecting these to, in the end game, have a profit. These were ones, if I remember correct, if my memory is serving me right, when I first talked to my dad about his comic book collection, uh, he had said that he started getting comic books as a teenager, a young teenager, and what I remember him telling me is he, in order to buy his comic books that he wanted, he had to go and get a job because my grandparents, his parents, were not going to support his hobby, I guess, his hobby in getting comic books and reading comic books. So he told me one of his first jobs that he got to support his comic book habit was a paper route. And if there's kids tuning in right now, a paper route. So back in the day, before social media, before fucking internet and social media, people got their news and information from the TV a little bit, but a lot from newspaper. And in order for those people to get their newspapers, they would hire teenagers and young kids to ride their bikes with baskets and fill those baskets full of newspapers. These kids would have paper routes. They would take those papers out of the baskets and throw it at the doorsteps of people who subscribed to the newspaper. And that was one of my dad's first jobs, I believe he said, when he mentioned that. And that's how he would buy these comic books. Another Richie Rich, Vaults of Mysteries here. This is a cool cover. It just looks like very Halloweenish and stuff. Looks, very spooky and dark, and the purples and greens and stuff here. It's just cool artwork. And it's raining. Look at the rain. It's just, it's not a lot of detail, but the little bit of detail that they add just makes it look so cool. This one was number 26. It doesn't have a date. Let's go to the first page, and unfortunately, it's bent right here. Kind of fix that. January 1979. So these Richie Rich Vaults of Mysteries, I'm seeing some of them were released 77 and 79. Boom. Here's another Richie Rich. This one's called Jackpots. Let me take a quick glance at the upcoming comic books that I'm going to be reviewing. A lot of Richie Rich. I'm going to try. There's a ton of books here. Okay. Let me count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do so we can speed it up. I'm 30 minutes into this live stream and I feel like I'm just repeating myself and I don't want to make this seem like a drag or whatever. So this after this one, we're gonna just do our typical thing, and then I'm gonna throw this stack of Richie Rich, and then I think we're gonna be getting out of the Richie Rich comic books that my dad might have had. He might have more in one of the other boxes, but in this first box, I see after these Richie Riches, I see some DC comics and some Marvel comics that we could finally get into. And if you're like me, that's the ones that I'm mainly focused on. But I know people have nostalgic uh, remembrances of these Richie Rich ones and stuff, just like my dad. Look, so this was the type of bike that they would have. They would put a basket on there, fill it up with newspapers, and go on their paper route, throwing their papers to people's houses. Could you imagine having this bike right now in pristine condition? Winnie Sears Free Spirit bike. Imagine that bike right now, how much it would cost or what it would look like. It just to me, this looks like a dirt bike without the motor, and that's probably what they were trying to go for. Pretty sick, dude. August 1977, number 30. Boom, Richie Rich. This was a Richie Rich Jackpots. Set that there. And now let's go into this stack of, I think there's like 10 or more in here. And we're just going to do a quick run through of this. And then I'll kind of give you guys a taste of what's to come because I'm looking at this DC comic book that I'm seeing. It's just pop. It's cool. It's cool. So let's get through this. Richie Rich Jackpots, December, number 32, 35 cents. Sea monkeys on the back. Kind of weird toy or whatever it was. Another jackpot, August, number 36, 35 cents. Looks like Richie Rich and his homeboy are camping out here. And instead of a can full of beans, yeah, he said, look at what his friend said. I thought we were having baked beans, not buck beans. Yeah, I'd open up a can of money like that. That'd be dope. Crazy Crabs. This book, a little wrinkled here, a little bit of water damage. Boom. Another Jackpots. Number 40, 35 cents. Richie Rich, all about the big bucks. I remember Richie Rich. There's a movie called Richie Rich, and it might have been based on the comics a little bit with Macaulay Culkin. I think it was Macaulay Culkin. And I think it was Richie Rich. That's what these books kind of remind me of. Richie Rich Gems, another one, September, number 13, 25 cents. Him and his homeboy fishing. Look at this, dude. Dripping right here. Look at this car, man. Got rubies and shit on his tire. Another Richie Rich Gems. This one's a little worn out. What's on the back? Meet Stretch Armstrong. I remember like seeing 80s commercials talking about this toy and stuff, and it was like one of the biggest toys in the 80s or whatever. Stretch Armstrong. Richie Rich Gems. Another Richie Rich Gems, July, number 18, 30 cents. She's like, that's no lollipop, Richie. That's a Lulu pop. Talking about that big ass diamond right there. Ruby or whatever. Again, with the Revolutionary War soldiers on the back. Price jump. Like I said, we're just flying through the rest of this stack. And then I'm going to tease what's to come. I don't know how often I'm going to do these live streams. But, yeah, I'm going to tease that. I'm going to show you guys the little teaser that's catching my eye, that's constantly catching my eye. This one's Richie Rich Gems. I thought this one, yeah, these are identical. September number 19. This one's in better condition, way better condition. You can see the back. So that's kind of like what I've been looking at too. So let's say that this Richie Rich Gems comic book was valuable. We'll say we won't throw a crazy number, but we'll say that this book was worth $1,200. This one, and it's obviously I'm not a grader, and I don't know how they grade it, but this one would probably be a very low grade. And if it's $1,200, imagine what this one would be. This one would not be a nut. I don't think this would be an 8 or a 9, but maybe a 7. It's a little bit of wear and tear, but nothing like this. And this one could be, double, $2,400. September 9th, or September number 19. Duplicates right there. That's kind of what I'm worried about as well, is getting into duplicate comic books, which I don't think we should worry about that too much. My dad, I don't think he really kept duplicates. And the last one of the Richie Rich in this box, I don't know if there's any more, but in this box, the last Richie Rich that I seen or see is a Gems March number 22, 35 cents. Released in 1978. What's on the back? Sea monkeys. Cool. So that's kind of like how I want these live streams to go. I'm going to give you guys that teaser, so just hang tight. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to change it the next time I stream this. I will change it so I can have chat and people can chat in there. If you're watching this outside of the live stream hours, then go ahead, drop comments and stuff on what you think I should fix, if I need to fix anything, or if you enjoyed the content, leave a nice comment. If you're a hater, then you can kick rocks. But here's that teaser of what's to come. This is a DC Comics, and this is Amethyst, Princess of Gem World. So Amethyst is her. That's the superhero character. It's part of the Maxi series. This is 2 of 12. I don't know if I have the full series there, but very cool. Like, just look at, she's using some type of superpower on this tiger or whatever. And that just caught my eye right there. So this is what's to come. And since it's a DC teaser, I'll also tease the Marvel comic book that's right here on top before I end it. I'll tease that Marvel one, because that Marvel one, I'll let you know. But DC, I never really read into DC comics and stuff. I was more of a Marvel person. Amethyst, Princess of Gem World, Volume 1, Number 2, June 1983. So this one's in 83. A little bit newer than the Richie Rich ones, but still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Look at middle of the book. Just look at the artwork. Should have brought a water. I'm parched. Pretty cool, dude. And I think DC Comics and Marvel Comics didn't really have a lot of advertisements and stuff like in the middle of the books, if I remember correctly. Well, let's go to the very back page. Boom. Become a Jedi Master without ever leaving home. You better have an Atari, right? That's an Atari game, correct? Look at the gameplay. Look at the gameplay right here. This is how games used to look. And I'm pretty sure that is an Atari. Let's see. Use your lightsaber. Da 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 da. Parker Brothers. Pretty sure it is. Star Wars Jedi Arena video game cartridge. I don't know. And then on the back, while you're getting that Star Wars game, go ahead and pick up Tron too. Look at the gameplay of Tron. So that was the DC teaser of what's to come. Pretty cool. Amethyst, Maxi Series 2 of 12. Number 2, June. When did I say it? Oh, 83. So, to end it off, to cap it off, to kind of give you guys a taste of what else is to come as far as Marvel and stuff. This one was right on the top, and I did read these series when I was 10 and 12 years old. I read the first series first, and then the second series I read second, and this is the second series right here on top. This is so cool, dude. Marvel Secret Wars 2. Now, this is the second series. Like I said, there is a Secret Wars 1. And the reason why this is important to me right now is because I've heard, I haven't been spoiled too much, but I heard that after watching Doctor Strange 2, the new one that just came out, from what I've read and heard, is they're maybe possibly opening up to having Marvel make a movie on Secret Wars. This was a really good read. The first series and the second series, really good read. One of my favorite all-time comics ever was this Marvel Secret Wars collection. Basically, to give you a quick rundown of what the Secret Wars is I can't remember who or what, but it's all the superheroes. They get like teleported to this world, and they have to, and then all the super villains, all their super villains and stuff, get also teleported to this world, and they duke it out. And pretty cool stuff, dude. Really, really, really fun reading right here. This one, Secret Wars, second series, Volume 1, Number 2, August 1985 was when this was issued. Pretty freaking cool. And I guess there was advertisements in the middle of the book. I read all of these as a kid at one point. Spider-Man. You got Fantastic Four featured in this. You got the Avengers featured in this. Spider-Man is featured in this. X-Men, they're featured in the Secret Wars. A ton of others. Just kind of glancing through, you got Stretch from Fantastic Four, She-Hulk. I think this is isn't this? No, who was that? I thought that was X-Men. Just an innocent bystander. Bonkers, Fruit Candy. So that's what's to come, and I'm pretty sure on both of these Secret Wars, the first series as well as the second series, I'm pretty sure my dad had all of the books for both series, so we'll be able to go through that. Pretty cool. So boom, look at a payday advertisement. Awesome. We're coming in at 45 minutes. Let's get it like this. That's going to conclude for tonight. You know, you got a little bit of taste of what's to come, and you got a taste of the fact that these books that I'm reviewing, these comic books, are not only DC and Marvel, but we also had Richie Rich in there. I don't know if there's any other ones that we could look forward to, but for sure, I know DC and a lot of Marvel. And like I said early on in this video, I don't think we're going to have like anything before the 70s because, like I said, my dad got these comic books for his own entertainment. He didn't get them to collect them to hopefully make money off of them. He got them because he wanted to read them. He was fascinated in reading these books, and pretty cool going through and seeing the like the advertisement and marketing and stuff. But that's going to conclude it for this video. I appreciate everyone that's tuned in. I don't know if you'll be able to comment on this video, but stay tuned. If you liked this content and you're looking forward to more of this, drop a like on the video and then subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is where I'll be doing these comic reviews. And you just go through it. I got a ton of comic books to go through and review, so don't think that the content will be lacking. And who knows, if you're somebody that had these comic books yourself as a child, you might see a comic book that you haven't seen since the 70s, and it might just bring up like a nostalgic feeling for yourself. So stay tuned, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share it around. Let's get some people in here. The next one will be better. The next live stream will definitely be better because I will change the fact that there's no live chat. I'll change that. And I might actually have an intro by then and an outro. Other than that, it's just going to cut off. But like I said, if you tuned in, I appreciate it. Subscribe and share this. You know, more to come. More to come. Like you've seen, I gave a DC teaser and a Marvel teaser. And I look forward to talking about those in the near future. Thanks.